What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Yakuza Fan Podcast, episode 38 for November 7th, 2017. I'm your host, Deacon, and here, as always, is my lovely co-host, Lachlan.
Hello, everyone.
And today we're just going to be kind of shooting the shit. There's not a lot of news. I'm sure we'll get derailed on some kind of crazy topic to fill time here. I think it's only been like 12 days since the last episode, so, you know, we're still doing pretty good. That's not bad. Before we get started here, I'm going to jump into the Yakuza news. Lachlan, is there anything else you wanted to say before we get rolling?
No, I'm good.
Cool. Okay, so there's really hasn't been a lot. We still don't have a release date yet for the Rigagotoku Kiwami 2 demo. I thought it was supposed to be like really soon, like within the next like couple of weeks. So keep an eye out for that. As soon as that goes live, you can believe me that I will be posting the hell out of it and screaming from the rooftops. There's no word on how big it is or when it's going to drop, anything like that. They're still doing the Japan-wide tour where people can come and play the TGS demo in store. I think there's still a couple more weeks left of that. It's possible that the PSN demo is going to drop as soon as that tour is completed. But again, we really have no clue at this point. What else happened? Okay. So Lachlan, do you remember back when Kiwami, was it Kiwami? Yeah, I think, no, yeah, when Rigagotoku 6 was coming out, they had a line of colognes, a line of men's fragrances that you could buy exclusively at Don Quixote stores across Japan. They were, okay, one of them was like a Kiryu scent, so that you could, you know, smell like the dragon. It was like, what was it? I think it was like smoked cedar, I think, for like a bar kind of smell. And the other one was like oranges and citrus. Okay. For that Onomichi feeling, because like their whole big thing there is, you know, is oranges or tangerines, I should say. And that's kind of the whole bit. You know, you could get them. They were crazy expensive. I think they were like, $40 a bottle, maybe 50. And
That's
then like,
for cologne though.
Yeah, like I mean, for a tie-in cologne, I'm pretty sure it was by like a pretty reputable brand. And then after they like sold out of all of those, and like I remember like seeing pictures of like people buying these things by like the shopping cart full. They came out with air fresheners for your car, and you like put them on your air vent and makes your whole car smell like the same cologne. And it's like, well, yeah, I guess. And they were like $5 a piece. Anyway, they decided to come out with the same promotion. Apparently, it was a huge success the first time, and they're doing the same kind of thing for Kiwami 2, except now they're Majima fragrances. And from what I can tell, I think that they're roughly the same.
You want to smell like a mad dog?
Yeah, but these ones are only 3,000 yen a bottle, so only about $30 US.
So
and what's that?
They're cheaping out on you.
Yeah, or just maybe they didn't sell enough last time. They're like, let's just make it a little cheaper. The scents this time around are Virginia cedar and mint. So I don't know why they end like Virginia cedar wood and mint, and the other bottle is fruit, like just a general fruity musk. I don't know what that smells like. Like that seems like an odd choice for a men's cologne.
It
but
smells like fruit.
I guess that's the only description that we get is a general fruity smell. And it's like, oh, I guess. Like it seems like an odd choice for Majima, especially circa Yakuza 2.
I imagine that's what he smells like. He's going in for his construction company pitch meetings.
Yeah, I can see I can see the cedar wood, like that. That would definitely be a Majima-esque thing. I wonder if it's got to do with like him being from Osaka, like if it's some kind of local. I really don't know. I don't know enough about their local exports to comment on that. But I've already been watching like Japanese Twitter and Japanese Facebook, and it's the same thing where people are going in and buying like clearing the store out, like just walking like, yeah, I'll take the lot, and then just buying all of the colognes. That's weird. I I don't get me wrong. I would buy a couple of bottles if I was there, but this is insane. Now, the one thing I will say though that makes me crazy jealous is every bottle of the cologne comes with an entry, so that you can enter to win a replica Majima construction company hard hat.
Yeah, so that's why everyone's been buying a bunch of bottles.
Like, I don't know if it's 1-to-1 size. I don't even know if this is just in game. I'm pretty sure it's like an actual 1-to-1 replica, like real life hard hat.
Yeah, it's probably 1/6.
I don't think it's 1/6. I'm pretty sure it's like life size. I'm pretty sure they just got a hard hat and then, yeah, like I'm pretty sure it's like an actual life size actual hard hat for the Majima family. Like I'm looking at a photo of it right now. It doesn't look like it would have been hard to make.
It's just a Japanese metro hat.
Yes, that's literally it. Except it's got the Majima family written on it, and it says like Majima Construction on the side in Japanese.
You can cosplay as a Majima Mator.
I don't know what that means. Okay, smartass.
The Mators are or Matools are the little guys in Mega Man.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
Depending on which game you're playing and which translation they decided to use, either Mator or Matool.
Oh, okay. I always said Matool. I thought Mator was just like the Japanese because the Elder Archange.
Yeah, I don't know what they're combining there. Metro and Tool, maybe? Tool? I don't know.
Yeah. I thought it was Metro and Tool. I don't know. Yeah, so anyone who's buying these things, you can use it to enter to win a hard hat. It doesn't say how many are available. It doesn't say, like, when the contest is going to be drawn. Just buy your cologne, enter to win. That's it. Like, I gotta say, if I could, I would be entered to win this thing like 1,000 times over. It looks really... It looks super generic, but I want it.
Let's go to eBay, see if we can't find a Japanese workman's hat, the hard hat.
That would be sick. I'd love to see that. Anyway, the only other thing that's come out, the latest Famitsu had a story about one of the sub-stories in Kiwami 2, where Kiryu needs to, like, he meets like a photographer who's trying to find like a male model, and he talks Kiryu into coming and taking photos with him, and you actually have to like strike poses to make the photographer's heart race.
Hopefully it's using the gyroscope and the DualShock 4 for this.
I don't think so. Look, if there was any justice in the world, it would be using the PlayStation camera, and you would have to Kinect style do the poses.
Yeah. Plug in your PlayStation Move controllers. You got some posing to do.
Exactly. Yeah. See, this is the kind of thing that Kinect was invented for. But I mean, that's pretty much all we know about it at this point. Is just it's a sub story with a dude who wants to take your photo. I don't think it's anything bigger beyond that, or whether it's going to be just like a long running thing. But
this is the new main character.
They are slowly dishing out information. Like we're at the point now where it's like, okay, you know about all the big systems, all the big shit. Now let's just slowly dish out everything else until you know everything about the game just before it's about to launch. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, there's never any surprises left in the Yakuza games because we know about everything. Like,
you gotta sell people with those idols.
Yeah.
Or AV models, or whatever the gimmick is this time.
I think that they're a little bit of both. I can't remember how many actual models are in the game this time, though. Anyway, I still don't know how I feel about it. On the English side of things, the English Yakuza website has finally opened up, and it is an almost one-for-one replica of the Japanese side of things. So you can go on there, you can look at all of the basically all the story, all of the mini games, the hostesses, all of that stuff. The one thing that is missing from the English site that was on the Japanese site, they do not discuss the cam goal stuff at all. Like the one part in Yakuza 6 where you go into the cam goal, like what's the word I'm looking for here? Lachlan, help me out.
Cam goal booth?
No, it's not a booth. What am I looking for here? It's
cafe?
What?
I can't even remember which setup it has in that one.
That's the one we go into a computer something. Wow, I am really blanking on this here.
Internet cafe?
Internet cafe, thank you. Jesus Christ. Where was I on that one? It's almost like I grew up in the 90s. This is awful. Yeah, you go into an internet cafe and you go into a booth and you get to chat to live cam girls. Well, they're not live. They're just doing sexy stuff on screen, and Kiryu has to use his 2-finger typing to send them compliments so they'll take off more and more of their clothes.
They're live, as in they are live action.
They are. They're real live models.
And weird Kiryu peering into another dimension.
It's super strange. I love it.
Well, I think I think the English side is just they're a little more gentlemanly, because gentlemen don't discuss these details.
I think it's more a case of in this.
Let's not weird people out.
Yeah, in this current climate where they're trying to get new fans into the series, I think that this is at the point where it's like a little too racy. So we'll see. I'm pretty sure they've already said that they're definitely going to be in the game.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't worry about that. But
it's just going to be a bunch of new people going, I love Yakuza 0 and Kiwami. Wait, what's this camgirl stuff?
But that stuff was basically in Kiwami and 0. Like, you can go to the DVD parlors and like just watch hot babes like do their thing there.
Less interactive though.
Yeah.
We all know the interaction is what kills people.
I guess so, but like you're not really doing anything. Like you're just 2-finger typing. There's some really amazing stuff though. What's in like 0 and Kiwami? You'll have those tissue boxes right next to the TV booth, and like after you're done watching the smutty video, the camera will pan over and zoom in on the tissue box before fading out. So it's like, we all know what's going on here. I don't know if this is any better or worse than like chatting with these cam girls.
I don't know.
I always appreciated that the cam girls. I think the girls in 0 and Kiwami are softcore, like, you know, for the most part. The ones in 6, though, they don't ever show any nudity, but oh wow, is it way more erotic than it ever was. So, Anyways, I think that's pretty much it. We don't have any other news. You know, Scott and Sam continue their adventures through Yakuza 0. That's been really fun to watch. I've been learning a lot of the behind-the-scenes process of translating the game through that, so I highly recommend checking that out. That's on the official Sega YouTube channel. And, of course, we post those to the front page of Yakuza Fan. Is there anything else I'm missing? Have you heard anything down the grapevine lately?
I read something, but I figured you'd just take note of it. So.
Yeah. I can't think of anything else. I mean, there's just... Things are progressing. If you want to buy the premium After Hours edition of Yakuza 6, I suggest getting it now. It's already sold out on the US Amazon store. Best Buy and Newegg still have some copies, but that is selling out really quickly. That's the one that comes with the whiskey glasses, some coasters, some Yakuza heat action ice cubes. Like, what are they called? The stone ice cubes? I think it's like...
Ice stones.
Sure, ice stones. I don't know. I'm not a big drinker. Yeah,
I'm looking at the pre-order page now. It says they're called ice stones.
Ice stones it is then. But yeah, those things are selling out real quick. So if you want to get your hands on the premium edition, the After Hours edition, I should say, make sure to grab that. They also announced that within, I believe, the next few days, maybe even this Friday, they might be able to start announcing people who are going to be in the art book. From the fan art competition they ran a couple of weeks ago, they're finally going to be able to start announcing who made it. So that'll be really interesting to see. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at the EB Games in Australia still has the After Hours Premium Edition for pre-order. So they're $140, so get your hands on that.
That's about what it is here too. I'm still in two minds about it because like I don't drink, but I'm a sucker for Yakuza merch. So,
well, I mean, the thing is that it's classy, so you can class up your office space.
That's just
it,
though.
Looking like a video game.
Yeah. It is going to... I'm going to bring it into my office, and I'm going to set it up in my glass display case, and that's where my etched glasses are going to stay. with my
I'm
ice.
gonna put these in your mini bar that you got in the corner.
I do have a mini bar, but that's neither here nor there. I like to think that my office is like a Mad Men style.
Yeah.
I'm drinking whiskeys at 1 p.m. Anyways, how do you feel? Like, this is something that I've been thinking about lately. They keep hyping up the art book that's coming with Kiwami. With Yakuza 6. Where it's all, we don't want to fill this art book with concept art and stuff like that. We don't want that kind of stuff. We want this to be a celebration for the fans of the series. So, we're going to fill it with all this fan art that we got through the contest. And every time they say that, I just think to myself, I kind of just want the concept art. Like, can we just get like a behind the scenes, here's what went into the creation of Yakuza 6? Like,
I feel like that'll be in there too.
I hope so.
At least according to this product listing, the intense human drama and magnetic world of Yakuza 6 will be on display in this stunning art book.
Yeah, but I think that that's just a fan art book. I really don't think it's going to be like behind the scenes concept or production art, which that's such a shame because they say that we don't want it to just be that, but it's like we've never had that in the West. Like we don't get behind the scenes art. Like there is like 5 or 6 like behind the scenes books for Yakuza games going all the way back to Kenzen. And we just don't get any of that stuff. And it's like we finally get a premium edition that's going to have an art book and it's fan art. And I got nothing against that. I just feel like I would kind of want the behind the scenes production art a little bit more.
I feel like they'll be both. Like
hope so.
The first third will be, like, hey, production art. And then they'll have a section that is just finished character models and like streets and stuff.
Oh god, I hope not.
Yeah, we're like, here's what these character models look like.
Oh god.
And then the back like 6 pages will be just fan art.
I don't know.
It sucks because I got the Tomb Raider when that came out on PS4. That the Australian version comes with like the case itself is also an art book.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
It is. I just browsed a little. I didn't go through the whole thing because I didn't want to spoil the entire game, like I did with the Borderlands art book.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and there's just like it's very small. It's tiny. It's the size of a regular PS4 game.
Yeah.
It's like 20 pages.
Yeah.
Like,
see, that's
that compared to like the Zelda art book. Like I know that's a different. Like that is a full on. Like
it's supposed to be an art book.
$50.
Yeah.
History of the series art, but it's just like this is so good.
Yeah. But I feel like that's a problem with all Atlas games. Like Atlas, Sega, that whole production team there, like they don't do their art books very well. Like I'm so happy whenever they release games and they come with a soundtrack. Like that's cool. But I find that generally Atlas and Sega art books are just boring. Like every single time. Like they just I think I got the SMT4 launch edition and it came with an art book and it was like here's a few pages of concept art and it's just like finished character designs of the demons. And then half of it was like a mini strategy guide.
Strategy and design book. I've got it sitting here on my shelf. Let me pull that out. Yeah, it's very thick. It's a nice design. It looks like a Japanese notebook.
Yeah, it looks fucking awesome, but it's just like there's nothing in here I care about.
There's a lot of strategy guide.
Yeah, right? Like it's a lot of strategy guide that you don't need. Like Shin Megami Tensei, like I find that the demons for the most part are so pointless because you can just transfer skills around with each other.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, like it's so strange. Like I think there's like a quick start guide in there too. It's like, well,
challenge quests.
What would have been really good? The thing they should have included. The thing they should have included in the Shin Megami Tensei guide is a fucking map of Japan or a map of Tokyo. Like when that game opens up, it is so hard to work out where to go because it dumps you in Tokyo. It's like, okay, now go to Shinjuku, and the map isn't labeled, and there's no waypoints.
Just take the Yamanaka line. It goes right there.
Yeah, but that's just it. But no, you can't just do that because half of Tokyo is destroyed. So you have to go like the back streets to get to where you want to be. And
there's some rough scale. Here's some concept art.
Labels.
Eastern Kingdom of Mikado, Tokyo.
Yeah, see?
Outtakes, liner notes, and then straight into a table. This is like 5 pages of concept art, and most of it's just character descriptions and like some sketches.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I'm worried about. Like, either it's going to be all fan art or it's going to be that, and like I get being hyped for this fan art book, but at the same time, it's like I just want a concept art book. Like, why can't like Udon or someone like that just put together a great concept art book of Yakuza stuff? Like,
you want a design works like Dark Souls gets?
Oh, dude. I would be so into a Yakuza design works, like the Dark Souls design works, or the best ones those guys do are like the Street Fighter or the Marvel vs. Capcom design works, or the Okami design works. I've got the Okami design works over there. That is one of the best art books I've ever bought. Like, it is just art. Like, it is literally art. It's so good.
Oh yeah, I've got the Mega Man one. I bought the Rockman 10th anniversary one while I was in Japan, or whatever it was.
Oh, that one's so nice. I've seen that one in my local bookstore. It's so good.
It's the bright blue one with, and this is the redo with the Mega Man X stuff in it as well.
Hell yes. And
it's great. I love looking at all this art. It's entirely in Japanese, and it's filled with these notes that I got nothing on this.
Oh, you idiot.
Because I didn't know that was available in English, and I was in the Capcom Cafe. I was like, well, I need to buy this $400 statue or whatever.
Yeah, either I buy this diamond-studded replica of the Mega Buster, or...
Yeah, there's like $40 art book that's, I've seen it. It looked thick and nice, and it's an art book, so I can at least look at the art and appreciate that. And I didn't think that was available in English. So I was like, yeah, sure.
No,
I love Rockman art.
Hey, look, don't get me wrong. I probably would have done the same thing. Like, when I come across art books of shit that I'm in love with, I can't control myself. Like, I'm waiting for this Bloodborne art book to drop so I can, like, feast upon that.
And then I had a Ryu drink. That was delicious.
Oh?
And
what made it a Ryu drink?
It was like a Hadouken or something. It was like white and red things in it.
That's kind of cool.
Me and my friend had one like at the same time. We ordered two of them, and the waiters came out and they put it down like, mirror match, Hadouken! They started Hadoukening each other.
That's amazing. That's so cool. Oh, I wish we had I wish we got some of those cafes like in North America, or just anywhere. Like, why do they keep that stuff just so localized? Like, if they just went to like all the major cities and just did like quick pop-up cafes, like we're going to be here for like 2 months. Come in, just get some like drinks, like just to promote whatever game is coming out. Like, I'll tell you right now, if Capcom went around like to the cities for like major tournaments, like the worldwide tournaments, like we're out of Yakuza news, by the way. We've flown beyond that. There's no more Yakuza
hold on, one
news
more though. The Capcom Bar is in Kabukicho.
See, that's great. Why is there no Ryugogotoku theme bar? Like, there's no way that wouldn't be popular. Like, that seems crazy to me. Anyway, as I was saying, if Sega or Capcom, right now, especially if Capcom with this fighting game tournament coming up with all these reality stones, which we'll get to in a second, but I find this so fucking cool. If they did pop-up like bars where you could come and watch this tournament and get themed drinks, shit, I would be so about that. Like, just try and keep me away. Like, I would love to just sit there and like watch some fighting game matches, have a drink. That sounds awesome. Bring my Switch. Play some Pokken.
So you can play the no Capcom games that are on it.
No, I could import Monster Hunter Double Cross. It would be great.
You can. It's called Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 is coming out soon. It's got those sweet mini games.
Oh God, that actually sounds awful.
I really want the Revelations 2 mini game. It looks so good.
Oh, why? What's that one? I don't know.
It's Ghouls and Ghosts, but with
with Barry, right? Yeah. I've seen that. That looks amazing.
It's like the best thing Resident Evil's done in years.
They rip themselves off.
Yeah. It was like goblins and homunculi or something. I can't remember what they called it.
But yeah, I don't know why we never see that kind of stuff. It's such a shame.
It's too expensive.
I guess so. Like, I'm honestly surprised that they're keeping in the trading cards for the clan creator. Like, I don't know how they justify taking out the theme song and music and that kind of stuff like every single time, but then they leave like other stuff in that I would think that the license would be harder to get. Ugh, it's crazy to me.
Well, that Capcom Bar was like tiny. It was real small, and it was like you had to book sessions.
Oh, really? So you guys booked a session?
Yeah, it was like, hey, come back in like 2 hours for one of our lunch sessions, and you'll be in here for like an hour or two, and you can just order whatever you want in that time.
See, that's cool. So, like, okay, so let's keep going down this rabbit hole. So what kind of stuff do they have on the menu at the Capcom Bar?
Pretty much just like a variety of things. They had.
Could you order like
it was all
dishes?
sectioned. Yeah, it was all themed sections. Like they had. I don't remember what his name is. It's the cat mascot for Monster Hunter.
Oh,
it was like a specific one. It wasn't just a palico.
Oh, I can't remember his name.
It was like his pancakes with his face on it.
Okay, from Monster Hunter Stories or Monster Hunter?
I think it was just Monster Hunter at the time. I don't think Stories was out.
Oh, okay.
They had like a biohazard pizza. It was just like, yeah, it's a meat lovers, but it's biohazard themed.
See, when you say biohazard pizza, I picture like the Umbrella logo, but like it's a pizza, and then it's a hexagonal pizza, and then every wedge is like covered in pepperoni all the way from the center to the edge, and then it's just straight cheese, and then it's just pepperoni again.
They didn't take it that far.
They had. I have
Monster
a
Hunter
pizza
chicken
art
wing
project
legs.
for me
That was good this
week. Say that again.
Monster Hunter chicken. I think it was chicken tenders, something like that.
Okay.
Basically, like breaded chicken strips, but then also here's some fried feet.
Yeah.
If you want to munch on them. Like, just chicken feet.
Yeah, just chicken feet. No, that's fair. I think I've had chicken feet once. That's a weird experience.
Yeah. And then just all themed drinks. From pretty much every Capcom series.
Oh, God. So, do they have like just a hunk of meat, like a Monster Hunter hunk of meat?
I don't recall. I can't remember exactly what we had. I know we had some kind of ribs.
See, I feel like you're missing out if they don't have just like, the Disneyland style, like, turkey leg kind of thing. And they bring it out on like a little spit.
Yeah, I don't recall if they did.
See, that would be great. Like, I'm talking like, pay the premium. It's like a $70 meal. It's a big old hunk of meat, and it's served on a tiny little spit. And the staff come out and like they turn the crank, and then at the end they all scream "so tasty."
Oh, they definitely would.
That would be amazing.
One of the dishes was onion rings.
Yeah.
It was what the hell's it called? Phoenix Wright in Japan.
Oh, Naruto something.
Yakuten Saiban.
Yakuten Saiban. Sorry, I think
Saiban.
Ryuichi Naruhodo is Phoenix Wright's name in Japanese.
Yeah. So yes, Yakuten Saiban onion rings. Whereas a pile of onion rings in a tower, and then also one of them shaped like a gavel. Like they managed to stick them together in a gavel shape.
Wait. Why shaped like a tower?
I don't know. I don't think there was any reason behind that.
Because no. Wasn't the murder weapon in the very first Phoenix Wright case a clock?
Yeah, it was a thinker.
Like that looked like a little statue or something?
Yeah, it looks like the thinker, but this was just
okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was thinking
and then it comes with a piece of nori, the dried seaweed. Mm-hmm. They had somehow cut out into the shape of the kanji that pops up when you scream objection in Japanese.
That's amazing.
And they were supposed to come out and do like a little court play skit.
Oh, what?
Where you had to scream objection at certain points.
Oh, man.
But I don't know if they were running out of time or what, but they didn't do that part of it.
Damn. They're like, these fucking gaijins won't know what they're doing. That's so funny. Oh, man.
And then they had, I think they had Dragon's Dogma on a TV. That they had like 2 TVs set up at each table, so you could like play a Capcom game while you were waiting. Like, I'll play Dragon's Dogma, I guess. That's
so cool. Okay, next time we need to plan like a trip to Japan, like just 2 brothers trip to Japan. Oh wow, that's so cool. I want to get in on that. Actually, the one I really wanted to go to is the Nier Automata Cafe. I was dying to go to that one. Like I want to go there and just feel helpless. Feel the weight of the world crushing down on me.
I was so disappointed. The day we left was the day the Dark Souls Cafe opened.
Oh, I forgot there was a Dark Souls Cafe. Oh, man. I'm looking up the near cafe right now. I want to see this. Oh, that's so cool.
Drink a drink out of a skull face.
If that's what's there, yeah. I imagine just the plates of food are just like super bland, or they just have like the plates are just shaped like Emil's head.
Probably.
Did Nier Automata come out this year?
Yeah, like February, I think.
Holy shit, it has been an amazing year for video games. It's been an absolutely shitty year personally. Like, just on a sheer personal level, this has been the worst year of my life. But on a video game level, this has been the most amazing year. Like, all of my favorite games for the last, 10 years have come out this year. It's been so good.
Yeah, since 2007. That was, the last great year.
Yeah.
2007 to 2008 is the last one I can remember. I was like, ooh, this is a great year.
Yeah. I can't tell you what came out then. But, yeah. So
2007, 2008 was, Mass Effect and the first Dead Space. I think came out 2008, 2009.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. Anyways.
Bioshock.
So, yeah, but, this year, and I mean, this year we've had, so much Yakuza, and then we've got Kiwami 2 coming at the end of the year, and, Nier Automata.
I got this squishy Metroid. Squish.
Yeah. I've got my World of Nintendo Metroid. That thing's so cool. Oh, man. Then Mario. Oh, what a good year. Anyway, so I guess let's go on from that in here, and let's talk about what we've been playing this week. Now that we're back into the realm of actual video games, what have you been playing the last 12 days?
Still playing Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
I just got a new phone today, so I can play it for longer than 5 minutes at a time.
Oh, perfect. Okay, you're still rocking the iPhone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, I don't need to hack phones.
Yeah,
I'm not guy from Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Aiden Pierce. I think it's Aiden in the first one, and then Marcus something in the second one.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, for the next few days, Watch Dogs 1 is free for the PC. You just go to the Ubisoft website and click get my free game, and then you just get Watch Dogs for the PC.
Yeah, they can install Uplay on your system and spy you.
That is exactly what they're doing. You need Uplay in order to download it.
Yeah, of course.
So if you want to play it, don't get me wrong, I redeemed it. I'm not downloading Uplay. Not a chance.
Yeah, and I'm still boycotting Watch Dogs.
Why?
Join me, boycott Watch Dogs.
Why are you boycotting Watch Dogs?
Oh, because they want it to be a massive cross-media empire deal. So I'm out.
Yeah. See, Watch Dogs 1 I never really clicked with. Watch Dogs 2, though, is actually really fun. They just went all in on just being stupid. And it's we're just down to have a good time in Watch Dogs 2. And it works. It's just, let's just have fun being idiot hacker kids. And they have fun being idiot hacker kids. It's really good. I really, really like Watch Dogs 2. So, I didn't play through it all the way, but, for the first, I think I played it for 3 or 4 hours. I'm like, wow, this is really good. Anyway, so what else have you been playing?
Still playing Metroid during travel time.
How many times have you beat that so far?
2, and I'm almost at the end of the third go through.
Oh, wow, that's insane.
Yeah,
it's great, but...
Yeah, it's just fun to play, while traveling.
Yeah, kind of just passively. Something to pass the time with.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And then went over to my friend's this weekend. He got a Switch for his birthday.
Okay.
So
and you're like, happy birthday.
We just spent the weekend playing Switch games.
Hell yeah, man. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, so played Mario Odyssey. That game's real fun. I didn't hit a point where I didn't want to stop collecting moons yet.
Yeah, same here. Spoilers for my week, but I've been playing Mario Odyssey pretty much every evening, and I think I'm about halfway through the game, and I'm still having a fucking blast. And the only just to hijack you for a second here, The only issue that I have is I feel like I'm spoiling the progression for myself. Like, I feel like that game is made to be like, do the critical path through to the end, and then the rest of it is just gravy. But the way that I'm playing it, it's like, okay, I go into a world, and I do the critical path, and then I don't move on until I can literally just not find any more moons. And I refuse to move on until I've got to that point. And then I move on. Then I get frustrated because I can't find any more moons. And then I go on to the next level. And it's like, I don't like feeling frustrated that I can't find them. And I'm worried that I should just be waiting to beat the game and then come back and just have more to do then. Like, I'm really concerned I'm going to get to the end of the game. And then it's going to be like, great. Now, go collect some more moons. And it's going to be like, oh, well, I already did. Does that make sense? Is that kind of weird?
Yeah, I haven't run into any moons where I'm like, I can't solve this mystery about this moon. There are ones where it's like, I guess I can't get these right now. Like, there's those grey blocks that are in every world.
Yeah, the big
like I got nothing with these blocks, so I guess I'll come back later.
Yeah, they're all going to do something.
Like as soon as the parrot stops giving you
hints,
names of moons,
then
I'm just like, okay, I don't need to stick around here floundering. I'll move on to another one. And if I didn't want to keep going through his game, so I was just like, well, I'll just collect moons that are hanging around, and then you can play through the story.
Okay, well, so far, what's your favorite world?
That I properly went through. Seaside Kingdom's pretty good. I like a good tropical area. New Donk City's great.
Yeah, New Donk City is fucking amazing.
Filled with Donkey Kong references that I'm happy with.
I was not prepared for how good New Donk City is.
Yeah. I briefly went to what is it? The Lake Kingdom? The one that's like there's water everywhere and there's like air bubbles you got to go through. He already got all the moons there, so I didn't get to really take it.
Shit, he got all the moons?
All the ones you can get there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
That's solving whatever that weird mystery is.
Yeah.
I went there and said, oh, okay, well, you already got everything here. I'll just take a quick look around to see what this world's like, and then skedaddle.
Yeah. I would say my favorite thing so far, Mario Odyssey, finding Captain Toad. I don't know why. For some reason, I really, really, really like Captain Toad. I don't know what it is about that character, but I love it. I have Captain Toad on the Wii U. I don't even own a Wii U. I love Captain Toad. So him being in Odyssey makes me so happy. I have matching shirts for my two eldest kids. That's Captain Toad and Toadette. And they both just say like time for adventure. And then it's like a big old pic of Captain Toad on the front. It's great. Like, we're a very Captain Toad household over here.
You can take all the Captain Toads, because I hate Captain Toad. Get him out of here.
I love Captain Toad.
Ship him over to you.
Perfect. Please do. I'm so mad that we only got like a generic Toad figure. We didn't get a Captain Toad figure. That
seems
sucks.
A weird one.
Right? Like, we've got a Box Boy figure for crying out loud. We can't get a Captain Toad? Oh.
Yeah, especially for his own game. You think they would have made like Toad and Toadette for that?
At the very least, like, I'm pretty sure Captain Toad came bundled with just a Toad amiibo. Like, I would have paid the premium for a Captain Toad amiibo. Fuck you.
Well, they don't care about Captain Toad.
Yeah, I know. I'm the only one who does. What else? I would say that my favorite kingdom so far is probably the Luncheon Kingdom. It's not very, like, how do I say it? It's kind of bland looking, I find. Like, I think it has this charm with the style, the design, but I think that it's just a little bit empty.
It doesn't have like the grandeur of some of those other ones.
Yeah, exactly. It seems like just the smaller level that was kind of made in between the other like bigger levels. Like, there's no New Donk City, but I gotta say, the music when you're in like the hub town area where the hat shop is, where it's all like this weird Nintendo take on like classical Italian music, and like you feel like you're making a pasta pie. you know what I'm saying? The pizza pie, a pasta. Yeah, I love it. And I'm running around as Mario in a chef's outfit. Yeah. Dude, it feels so good, and it's the one part of the game where I'm just sitting there listening to the music, and it's like, this is just, when music in a video game can just put a smile on my face, like, it's like Banjo-Kazooie music, stuff like that, and I'm just happy to listen to it. That is one of my favorite parts of video games, because it's just you've taken this one little thing and just through the audio have made it just next level.
Yeah. Oh, did you get the physical edition of that?
Of Mario?
Yeah.
Yes.
I love the way the lyrics to that theme song are in the box.
I mean, I was okay with it. I kind of would have preferred a like just a case that can be inverted, like just with something else.
Yeah. That cover art's fine. I don't need a super, different inserted one.
Yeah, I literally.
And
I
that's
want
something at least unique. It's not just technical information. It's not the license agreement. Hey, you bought this game. You opened this game, therefore you agreed to this license.
Yeah. So what I want it to be is just the exact same box art, except that all of the pictures of Mario have been replaced with Captain Toads. It's just Captain Toad in all the different costumes.
Yeah, but speaking of the music, I'm not a huge fan of that theme song. I think it's okay. It's not groundbreaking to me.
I feel like it's no Splatoon theme song. Like that Screeger kid, that was like amazing.
That was an advertising jingle.
Either way, and I think that almost all of the music in Splatoon is better than most of the music in Mario. Like the first Splatoon, not Splatoon 2. Splatoon 2's music's kind of flat. Splatoon 1's music though, mwah, love it.
I think to me it's about on the same level as Mario. But
fair enough.
That theme song playing in that festival in New York City, which is like, oh, okay, well, this works better here.
Yeah,
with everything that's going on.
Yeah, but I feel like this is the thing that I hate the most. That would have been so cool as a reveal. Hearing that fucking theme song so many times during the advertising campaign, I'm so done with it. Like I've heard them sing that song over and over again. Then I've got the lyrics on the inside case. It's like this would have been an amazing reveal, and I'm so excited for my kids, like especially like my youngest twins who are like 2, when they get to play this and they get to experience that outside this bubble of advertisement that we're in, and they get to that part of the game, and it's like, oh shit, the music's kicking off. This is amazing.
But it is also like. It's such a weird, like, this is a history sort of extravaganza festival, and it's great. And also, here's this new theme song that's all about how great Cappy is, and we're gonna go on a fun Odyssey. It's like, it's not really fit, but it's still fun.
Yeah, it's still fun. Like
it elevates that song.
Doesn't the Mario theme song have lyrics? Am I crazy?
There was one for that show. You want to do the Mario?
Yeah, you know what? I would love that.
If that festival started and it started to do the Mario.
You know what? If that's what happens after you get like 900 moons, you just replay that section, but it's just do the Mario. What? How amazing would it be if you get a Lou Albino outfit?
Oh, I would love that he has this little tool belt.
Yeah.
His like big straggly hair.
Oh, that would be so good. That would be the best. Damn it! Now I want that
outfit for Peach.
Make that happen. Oh my god! What a good video game! Like that's just pure joy playing Mario Odyssey. Like I've got nothing bad to say about it.
And yeah, I don't know. Some of those controls are a little. Trying to control the Jaxi is just like, oh god. It's a fun kind of oh god, but it's still.
Trying to control the Jaxi reminds me of controlling the mounts in Nier Automata. It's like, yeah, I guess this is serviceable.
Yeah.
It's faster than my walking speed, but at what cost?
And it did kill me that the desert level. Like it's so much bigger than anything else up until like Luncheon Kingdom. I don't know how big anything else is past that.
Luncheon Kingdom, I didn't.
I feel like I didn't see Luncheon Kingdom, so.
Oh, okay, yeah, Luncheon Kingdom isn't that big. It's just kind of sparse.
Yeah, but like, I don't remember what the Desert Kingdom's called, but that one is just—it's so massive. And it's just like there's like 80 moons there.
Yeah,
and it was like we were going around we had a group of friends just sort of hanging out while I was gathering moons. They were watching and doing other things.
Yeah.
And I was like, he has the moon bar at the top left.
Yeah.
And I think we got to like maybe 18, because I think it's 10 per row.
Okay, yeah.
And he's like, "Oh man, we're nearly done with this world. 2 more moons." It's like, "Oh no, no,
Two
no,
more.
no. That's just how many moons are on this line. I still have to get 25 more moons."
Oh. See, I was really worried that like them handing out the moons like candy would be pointless. But it's really not, because it hasn't hit the point yet where I've stopped feeling that rush every time I find a moon. Like, because I know that like they're easy, and then I know that like I'm gonna find the easy ones, and then I'm gonna have a hard time finding the hard ones, and it doesn't devalue the easy ones just because I found them easily. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, they're still kind of fun to find, just in general. It's like, hey, I found a thing, cool, and it plays this little jingle. But to me, it is a little like, this is weird. Like, this setup doesn't make sense. Where you get to a world, and he's like, "Mario, we gotta find like 10 more moons." Okay, I got 50 of them. Like, why don't we need 10 more moons specifically from this world?
Yeah, I feel like within the first 2 worlds, I could just go to the end of the game with the amount of fucking moons I have at this point.
Yeah. No, we're gonna fix the sail. 10 more moons from this world. This doesn't make any sense.
God damn, what a good video game.
Oh, and I don't like the slapping stickers on the Odyssey.
Really? I like it. I thought it was cool.
I'm a clean aesthetics kind of guy.
Okay.
At the very least, let me position. I don't know. I didn't see any. I was like, "Oh, do you get to like choose where you put these stickers?" No, you just buy a sticker and it just slaps it haphazardly somewhere on the ship.
Whatever.
I'll just buy the souvenirs and then keep the Odyssey as is.
Oh dear. Anyway,
I do like filling up that room with junk.
It was just trinkets, souvenir shit.
Yeah.
I wish that you could, the costumes you got could apply to other characters. I don't know whether you can actually play as anyone else. I really hope you can. I'm worried that I'm just going to be able to possess other people and play as them. And I guarantee you, like, I haven't hit the finale of the game yet. I guarantee you I'm going to be possessing Bowser at the end.
Oh yeah, it's going to be something.
Oh, for sure. It seems weird that Bowser doesn't have a Cappy of his own.
I'm sure it's coming.
Yeah,
that will definitely be the big reveal, like in 3D World, where the big reveal was Bowser's a cat now too. Whoa!
That was so good, though.
Oh, it was great, but
I really like that.
But I feel like these reveals are becoming more and more obvious.
Yeah.
I don't think they did one in Galaxy. It was just, hey, he's at the end of the world.
Yeah, that's fine. So I just want I want them to re-release all these Mario games on Switch now. Like, it's finally at the point where I'm like, okay, I'm back in. Like, I fell off after Mario 64, and I haven't really enjoyed a Mario game since. I'm now down to play, what's it called? The fucking GameCube one there. Sunshine.
Sunshine?
Like, yeah. I wasn't into Sunshine.
Great.
I don't like the GameCube controller. For whatever reason, in my hands, it just feels weird. The only game to this date that I've ever completed on the GameCube is Chibi Robo. And, like, just for whatever reason, the GameCube doesn't click with me. And I don't know why. I feel like it should, but just, I don't.
I like the GameCube controller. It's great.
Yeah. But I'm back in. Give me everything on the Switch. Like, just do a full, like... I'm at the point where I'm like, holy shit, I'm really enjoying this. I'm umming and ahhing about buying Zelda. I've never played a Zelda game to completion except for Skyward Sword. That's the only one.
Oh, you're the exact opposite of me.
Yeah.
I finished every Zelda game but Skyward Sword.
Yeah, I didn't like Skyward Sword. I thought it was so boring.
No, even I felt Skyward Sword. Just something about it. It's weird. It's linear.
It took me 2 years to beat Skyward Sword. The thing that killed me the most was those fucking trials, like trying to get all the glowing orbs, like without being seen. That annoyed the shit out of me. But going back to fight that fucking guardian that like kept climbing out of the pit. Yeah, the fact that you have to do that like 6 fucking times and it's the same boss fight every time. Fuck off. I don't need to do that. Like,
I got fed up with the just fighting regular enemies. Where it's like, fight this dude with a shield. If you fuck up, he hurts you. Like your sword will clang off his electricity shield. Like,
Yeah. I will say that the time ship was really fun though. I like that.
Yeah. That's probably the best part of that game, where you've got the bubble around the boat that sends the desert back in time to when it was a sea.
Yeah. The time ship. That's what I'm calling it. That was really good. Like, Mario Maker. Why the fuck am I not playing Mario Maker on the Switch? Like, that seems like the perfect console for it. That seems even better than the Wii U.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. Like, just...
Although... I didn't play Mario Maker. Did you need the touchpad to create levels?
Yeah, but the Switch is a touchpad.
Not when it's plugged into the TV.
Who gives a shit? Make it in handheld mode and then plug into the TV and give you controllers to your friends for them to play.
I mean, maybe that's what they're trying to work on. I mean, they did do that 3DS version.
I was going to say it's on the 3DS, for Christ's sakes.
That also has a permanent touchscreen, so it might just take a little more. And plus, I feel like they're porting like everything from the Wii U. It's just taking way longer than it should have. Like, the fact that Smash isn't on that is insane.
Smash should have been a launch title. If Smash would have been there at launch, I would have had a Switch at launch for myself. Like, I feel like it shouldn't have taken me as long as it has to get a Switch, because like I was all in from day one as soon as they like started showing off like Splatoon and Mario and all that shit. But like, I knew, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hold off until Mario's coming out, and then I only got one like a month ago because I'm like, okay, Splatoon 2 is starting to wane. I really want to play it before no one else is. Yeah, because I love Splatoon. Splatoon is one of my favorite. Is probably my favorite online multiplayer game. Like, I love it. Absolutely love it. I love the Squid Kid designs. I love the advertising jingle. Like, that jingle hard sold me on the whole concept of Splatoon, and now I'm just in.
Yeah. The fact that the Pokken is on there, but not Smash, is just like...
Pokken seems like such a crazy choice. But that was developed by the Tekken guys. And so maybe Nintendo was just like, hey, can you bring this to Switch? And they're like, yeah, sure. We got an afternoon.
Yeah.
Like,
we just finished Tekken 7, sure. Let us...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So maybe that was just one of those things where they had another studio working on it. Okay, what the hell? It's not going to take us long to just port this. Whereas Smash needs to be done in-house.
Wasn't that also made by Namco in some capacity?
Oh shit, you're right, it was. How the fuck is Smash not on the Switch yet?
Yeah, no,
that's crazy.
It's such a weird one.
Maybe it's just down to licensing.
Maybe, they just licensed them for...
Yeah, but there's so many guest characters, and like after the popularity of Smash, I bet you everyone who had a character in that game is now like, okay, we know how popular this is going to be. Let's see some extra dirt.
Yeah, well, yeah, it could just be like, hey, we only license those characters for use in the Wii U and 3DS.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. So either they're working on getting the licenses. I do definitely think that we'll see an Ultimate Edition, just like Mario Kart. Yeah, like Mario Kart's another one. I wish Nintendo games would drop in price. I want to buy Mario Kart. I can't pay more than $40 for it though.
Yeah, I don't like Mario Kart enough for the $80 it costs.
Yeah, that's exactly my problem with it. It's like, I love that Mario Kart is the only Mario Kart I like. I don't like any other Mario Kart. Can't fucking stand them. But Mario Kart on the Wii U and now the Switch was so much fun. It's the first time since Diddy Kong Racing that I've liked a racing game. I fucking hate racing games. The closest thing that I like is the Yakuza 5 taxi race. And even then, that is like the most bare bones racing game I've ever played. Like, I 100% of that twice, once in Japanese, once in English. That's how much I enjoyed Yakuza 5's one. And again, Diddy Kong Racing and then Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Mwah! Again, I say. Oh, boy. I feel like we're just fanboying over Nintendo in this quasi-Sega podcast.
Well, they keep doing things right.
Yeah. I am at the point now where I'm considering rebuying Sonic Mania on the Switch. Like, just so I can take it with me. Yeah. Like, I haven't been playing Sonic Mania on the PlayStation 4 because I've got too much shit to play. But whenever I go out somewhere, I'm sitting down, like, just killing time. I'm like, well, shit, I could play, like, a couple of levels right now.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's hard for me because I've already finished it a bunch of times. So it's like,
yeah,
well, I don't need to play that portably, so... I already did.
That's fair. No, don't get me wrong. I get it. It's just whenever I sit down at a PlayStation 4, I am playing like either Yakuza or like any of the other myriad of games that I have sitting there.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, let's move on. Is there anything else you played, or can I jump into mine?
Yeah. I'll just quickly go through the things we played on the Switch. Finally got to play the demo of Blast the Master. That works on the Switch.
It's great. I love that game.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good.
A recap, that game, the demo at least, crashes on the 3DS. Can't play it. No idea why. So we finally played the Switch version. It's like, it's Blast Master, it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I love the way they weirdly combined the original Japanese story with the dumb English story.
Yeah, I really like that too.
It's like, I discovered this new frog life form. It ran away. Time to murder all these horrible mutants that are also new life forms that could teach me far more about evolution than this thing.
Okay, Blast Master, check.
Golf Story, played a bit of that.
Yep, that's probably going to be my next purchase. Like next paycheck, I'm pretty sure I'm going to grab Golf Story for the Switch. I'm really interested in that game, and I have such a crush on sports RPGs.
I love the Mario Tennis ones. The Mario Golf one, I don't know if because I played Mario Golf in the Game Boy Color after Tennis. It didn't have that same kind of RPG system. I don't know if they ever added that until the later Mario Golf games, because I just didn't care about golf that much.
Yeah, I agree. I got Mario Golf on the 3DS. It kind of sucked. I mean, it was okay for a portable golf game, but again, I only like
you want that RPG.
Yeah, I want that RPG. I want that storyline. Like people who have listened to this podcast before, that you guys should know, like sports anime storylines, like get me going. I love it. Like, yeah, give me more of those. And that Mario Tennis by Camelot there. Oh, goddamn, what a good game.
Yeah, I was so disappointed that the 3DS one had no RPG mode. Why did you make a Mario Tennis without this RPG mode?
Yeah.
Now I'd have no reason to buy Mario Tennis. Sorry.
Yep, exactly.
I love that Golf Story is so Australian. If anyone wants to hear a lot of Australian slang, like modern Australian slang,
go
play Golf Story.
Once you're done listening to this podcast, go play golf, and you can't get enough of Australians yammering on. Go play Golf Story.
Yeah.
Like, I've been watching some playthroughs, and you've been telling me about it. Like, it is maybe one of the most Australian games I've ever heard of. Like, after this podcast is done, I'm going to go buy Mad Max. I think that's going to be less Australian than Golf Story.
Yeah. Oh, remember, the developers of Mad Max said that his being Australian wasn't an important part of that story, so they completely removed it from being in Australia. And then when everyone complained, said, yeah, I guess. We'll hire a Swedish man to do an Australian accent. We'll see how that goes.
Oh, God, that's awful. I thought that at one point they were talking about getting like Mel Gibson's brother in.
I don't recall.
I can't remember. It's been a while. No, I'm just talking out of my ass on that one. I think so, but okay, so anything else?
We played Neurovoider. We did a 3-player round of that. That game's pretty good, but oh boy, it's long.
Okay. I don't know anything about it. What's it called?
Neurovoider.
Okay. You want to give me the 2-minute pitch?
Yeah, it's a top-down roguelite where you play as a brain that gets a robot body, and then you go around destroying other robots and stealing their parts so you can swap them out on yourself.
Okay, it's 3-player?
It's 4-player, actually. We had the Pro Controller, and they were like, oh, well, we've got 2 Joy-Cons here, just grab a Joy-Con each.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is.
Is it like Zelda?
Not really. It's closer to something like Nuclear Throne or those kinds of top-down, you beat a level, then you get an upgrade kind of deal.
Oh, okay, like a but I mean gameplay-wise, are we talking Zelda-style top-down gameplay, more like a Hotline Miami kind of deal, or
it's close. Like I said, it's closer to Nuclear Throne or
Okay.
I'm trying to remember. There's another one that I was playing. Enter the Gungeon.
Oh, okay. Enter the Gungeon. Gotcha. Now I'm on board. Okay.
Yeah, it's that kind of game, but you also you pick up items, and then in between levels you equip this gun is It has like a loot-based thing where it's like, oh, this is a rare gun that I picked up, and it has a stronger attack than this other one. I'll replace that arm.
Okay.
And then it started out like pretty easy. We were doing all right, and then it just had a massive difficulty spike. It felt like it wasn't. It felt like we were doing fine, and then we just got to a level where we just all died super quick. And it's like, oh well, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. The big problem though is that's supposed to be a twin stick game. The Joy-Cons only have one stick.
Yeah.
So the game just decides to auto-target enemies for you.
Oh, fuck off. Ugh.
Yeah, and it's just... And, of course, the only person with the Pro Controller with 2 joysticks chose a series of, like, upgrades, because this is the first time we'd ever played, so we didn't know what the hell to expect.
Yeah.
Just chose a series of upgrades and skills that were entirely melee-focused and didn't require aiming at all.
Okay, next game.
Something else on the Switch.
I've got nothing.
Yeah, I watched Legend of Zelda being played for about an hour. That looks fun.
That's a good game. That again, this is the first time I've been like considering getting a Zelda game, and it's another one of those things. If it ever dropped down to 40, I'd pick it up. Can't do it at 80. It's too much. Like I know I'm gonna fall off it, but yeah, if we just drop down just a little bit.
Oh crap! I think that's it. I thought there might have been another Switch game, but
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when I quickly run through my week here, it's actually been like I already covered Mario Odyssey. That again, fucking awesome. Worth buying a Switch just for Mario Odyssey, in my opinion. Still working through Danganronpa. That game is getting long, and I feel like I'm not getting any answers. And now that the plot is picking up, it's picking up in a way that I don't really want it to. And I'm waiting. I know that they're still setting up pieces, and I want the pieces to start coming into place so bad, but they seem to be heading in the direction that I'm not really interested in. It's like, yeah, this is great that this is happening over here, and it's like becoming the core plot. But the overarching plot is so much more interesting than what's happening right now that I'm still not invested. So, whatever. I think I'm up to like the 4th or the 5th death. So, or the 5th case, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, Danganronpa still good. Still not as good as the first one, or the second one.
Weakest of the 3.
What's that?
The weakest of the trilogy.
It depends if it sticks to the landing. You know what? No. I think it is the weakest of the trilogy. I don't think the characters are as interesting. I think the characters in the first 2 games are so much more interesting than the characters in the third. Like, that unless it does something crazy, I don't think it's going to win me over. I think that the protagonist is just boring. I don't find him interesting at all.
Don't you like swapping protagonists, though?
No, I mean, I don't want to give any spoilers, but no, you're not. You did it once.
I just thought that was a general Danganronpa thing.
No. You're a single protagonist throughout the whole story. It's basically a visual novel.
Yeah, well, I thought with the virtue of the fact of being a murder game type deal.
No, not at all. Like it's just a visual novel where you're playing as one guy trying to solve these cases.
Okay.
Yeah. What else? Oh, okay. So. I got in, for some reason, like, I was feeling like a real itch to play a Western RPG. So, I went all in on The Witcher 3 Complete Edition. And I've played The Witcher 1 for about 20 minutes before saying, this is fucking awful, I'm turning this off. Never tried The Witcher 2. And I started playing The Witcher 3, and I'm like, wow, this is actually really good. Like, every character is well written, it's funny, and kind of bleak, and I love it. And now I'm at this weird point where I'm like, well, shit. Do I keep playing The Witcher 3? Or do I go back and try The Witcher 1 again? Because I'm really, like, I'm such a lore whore. Which, I don't know if that's a term, but I want to coin that term. That I really can't... I have to play the previous game in the series. I can't just get into it. Like, Yakuza 3 came out. I went and bought Yakuza 1 and 2. And wouldn't let myself play 3 until I beat the first 2. And I beat them in like 3 days. Like I just marathon those games. I love them so much.
I feel like they're not as long and far less janky. I feel like from Yakuza 1 through 3, yeah, sure, there's upgrades, but generally it's pretty stable, fine game.
Whereas The
Witcher is like, The Witcher 1 is like, oh, did you play this in like 2005? Well, good luck now.
That's how I feel about Fallout. Like, I went back to Fallout the other week, I think I remember saying, and the jank was too much. The jank won out on Fallout 1. I can't do it.
That's a little bit how I feel on The Witcher.
What's that?
A little bit how I feel on the first Witcher. I played it for a couple hours.
Yeah.
I don't know, don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm playing this correctly.
Yeah,
I've got all these swords and bombs and oils.
Yeah, and The Witcher 3 is the exact same thing, but I'm really liking the characters. And the voice acting is amazing, the music is amazing. Like, I really like it. So, yeah, Witcher 3, who knew?
Yeah, from what I've seen, it looks a little less complicated than the first one, or maybe just has a little more direction, or telling you what to do. And after all these patches, I mean, didn't they like completely revamp the inventory system from the original Witcher 3 release? Because everyone was like, I don't know how this inventory works.
That I don't know. Like, I think they might have on the PC. I don't know if they did on the console. Either way, it's fun, and I haven't got to a point yet where I'm using my inventory enough for it to be a problem. Like, I'm still at the point in the game where I'm being slowly introduced to systems. I just did the Gwent tutorial, which, I mean, for anyone who's played it, that's like right at the start of the game. Like, I have played almost nothing of this, and I'm really liking it so far. Okay, moving on from that. Thanks to the last PlayStation sale, I grabbed Horizon Zero Dawn. That was on for like $20. I'm like, okay, let's give this a shot. It's finally at that price point. That's a good-ass video game. I highly recommend Horizon Zero Dawn. If you want a single-player Monster Hunter set in a weird world of cybernetic dinosaurs, that's a good game.
I'm so annoyed by that main character's name.
Aloy?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I feel like you could have just had it as Aloy, and I would have been fine. Alloy? Because I get that that's what they're going for. Like, oh, it's like Alloy, but it's not quite. Like, just make it Alloy, and I would have been fine with it.
The problem is, like, with the way that technology is kind of shunned in that game, and the weird tribal system they've got going, I can see why they would have taken that word and kind of bastardized it to be a name. Like, it within the context of the world, I'm okay with that name. Yeah, I really like it. I didn't realize you started that game playing as a 6-year-old girl. Like, there's like a whole like hour or so long sequence where you play as a 6-year-old. It's fucking great. Like, I really, really like it. And then like you go and like you do all these trials, and like then shit like goes down. It's highly recommend Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, I know everyone's like putting that up as like a Game of the Year contender, but I can see why. It's really good.
Yeah, I think it's like 3 or 4 down this pile of games here.
Yeah, if you get a chance to check that one out, check it out. I think that's been pretty much it for what I've been playing. What else have I been doing? I took the only other thing of note that I've kind of done this week is I took my kids last night. We had 2 screenings of the new Pokemon movie, Pikachu, I Choose You. And I mean, I'm always going to bring up weird anime or Japanese movies whenever they come out. So I took 3 of my kids, and we went and saw the Pokemon Pikachu, I Choose You movie. And I'm gonna say right now, I'm gonna spoil some stuff here. So if you don't want to know about it, then maybe now's the time to like check out or just skip ahead a few minutes. But I didn't realize going in how big of a deal this movie was. Like, I knew that they were going to be retconning some stuff. Like Brock is gone, Misty is gone. It retells the opening act of Pokemon, where Ash gets his Pikachu and goes off on his adventure, and then like he sees Ho-Oh in the sky, gets the feather, and then like it splits, and he goes and does like a bunch of other shit with these 2 other trainers to like meet Ho-Oh, and sees all these other legendary Pokemon along the way. The end of that movie, and here's where I'm going to just go full spoilers. They have like shit goes real bad. All the Pokemon get corrupted. Fucking Ash gets hit with an attack with Pikachu. They both fall to the ground. They're nearly dead. Ash begs Pikachu to get in his Pokeball, so at the very least, after the next attack, Pikachu will live. Pikachu, as like Ash is just about to die, Pikachu talks to Ash, opens his mouth and says English word, Japanese words, and says, the only reason I didn't want to get in my Pokeball is because I wanted to be with you. And I'm like, holy shit, Pikachu is talking. What is happening?
He has the voice of James Earl Jones. This is weird.
Yeah. And then
they really should have.
Yeah. And then Pikachu gets in the goddamn Pokeball, and like 6 Pokemon attack Ash all at the same time with these like hyper moves that hit Ash so hard he disintegrates like he's in Dragon Ball Z.
That's what happens when you get hit with a Pokemon move.
Yeah. I'm sitting there with my 3 kids and we're watching Ash get disintegrated. And then Pikachu, the attack's over, and then Pikachu pops out of his Pokeball, and the only thing that's left of Ash is his hat that's landed on Pikachu's head. And Pikachu is bawling. And then it shows the spirit world, and Ash's soul is wandering. And then Pikachu rips open a hole in the dimensions so to pull Ash's soul back to the real world. And it's what the fuck? This movie went almost Evangelion. It felt like 3.33, where Shinji rips Rei back through reality. It was fucking crazy. I loved it. My kids are sitting there bawling. What? I did not. Don't get me wrong, I'm sitting there bawling too. Don't get me wrong, I wipe away a tear. I'm an emotional guy. Any type of hero's moment or sad shit, I can't deal with it. I've teared up over Yakuza games before. When Yakuza 3, that moment, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. When that moment happens, I cried like a baby. I'm the worst. But oh wow, I did not expect this from Pokemon. If anyone saw the first Pokemon movie, when Ash gets turned to stone and all the Pokemon are crying to bring him back to life, it felt like that again, except, I'm now, probably 15, 20 years older? Maybe probably about 15 years older, and they still got me. They got me twice. They got me coming and going.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm still getting so emotional over Pokemon.
I can't help it, man. Pokemon was my childhood. Anyway.
Yeah, well, I saw the Genesect movie, and I was like, eh.
The which one?
The Genesect one.
I don't know what it is. I think that opening scene for Pokemon is just so good. Ash setting out on his adventure, not really understanding the world. I think that is such a strong, way to do those characters that it just gets you.
I don't know, but that's just here's 2 guys. Look at them. They're played by Japanese famous guys.
Okay, here's the weirdest part of this movie. Team Rocket are in it. Yeah. They never meet Ash. They never try to steal his Pikachu. They follow along. They're just 2 background characters that are just there. And, they have, wacky misadventures. They'll... things will be serious, and then they'll show up, do some slapstick humor, and then get, hit off screen. And they never, ever meet Ash.
I was wondering when the weird anime movie stuff was going to show up, and oh, yeah, there it is.
Yep. It was so bizarre,
here's those...
straight up fan service.
Those Bonnie and Clyde guys from the Yakuza movie.
Yeah. Oh, God, that was so weird.
You don't want to watch these 2 unrelated characters steal a bunch of money and run around with a crime spree? And never interact with the main cast at all?
In their defense, I'm pretty sure those guys in the Yakuza movie are supposed to be based on a sub-story that's in the game.
I don't know.
So, I'm pretty sure they are.
I feel like I watched it very shortly after playing that game.
Yakuza 2?
Not 2.
Actually, no, I'm pretty sure it's Yakuza 1.
That movie's based on 1, though, so...
Yeah, no, I know. I'm pretty sure, don't get me wrong, loosely based on some characters in a sub-story.
So there was a woman yelling at her boyfriend about money.
Yeah, exactly. There was a... I think that at some point someone stole some money when it was a boyfriend and girlfriend. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's it. I think that was the whole basis for that subplot.
But at least in that subplot, Kiryu was there doing something. Not nowhere near and completely doesn't even know they exist.
Dude, the Yakuza movie has so many problems. Fuck it. Let's go into this.
I don't know if we need to.
We need to. Okay, the Yakuza movie has 3 plots. It's got Kiryu's A plot with Nishiki and Haruka. And then it's got the B plot of this Chinese assassin who's there to assassinate someone and you don't know who it is. And then you got the C plot of the couple who steal a bunch of money and then like go on like a crime spree.
The lowest stakes crime spree ever.
Yeah, it was real bad.
We're gonna take some sunglasses from this store. Okay.
Yeah. So those guys never go anywhere. Like like you said, the lowest stakes, most stupid crime spree ever. They never interact with the main cast outside, I think, a single scene at the start, and then that's it. The assassin does a bunch of bullshit, and it culminates with him on a rooftop with a sniper rifle, pointing it at Jingu in a helicopter flying above Tokyo. Jingu is built up as like this like mastermind who everyone needs to fear and is going to be like the final showdown for Kiryu. And then he is taken out with a sniper rifle from 1,000 yards away. And then Kiryu fights Nishiki. And then they blow up the money. And that's the plot.
Yeah.
It is... The saving grace of that movie is Majima. And I can't tell whether he knew that and was like...
Majima and some like game-accurate costumes.
Yeah. Like the costumes are great. But Majima is the standout of that movie. Anyway, yeah, if you want to know more, go look at the my review or my analysis.
I believe you did a video on this.
Yeah, go look on the Yakuza Fan YouTube channel. I've got an analysis of this. Anyways, I think that's it. Lachlan, do you have anything else to say before we wrap this up?
No, I think that's it.
Perfect. Well, anyway, you guys, go buy a Switch, go play Mario, go see the Pokemon movie, and I dare you not to cry, you heartless bastards.
Yeah, go buy that HD Yakuza 1-2 on the Wii U, only in Japan.
Yeah.
They put it on a Nintendo console.
Oh, God. That was the worst. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. I'm not sure, again, as soon as the demo is out, I will let you guys know. So follow me on Twitter at YakFan. And Lachlan, where can they follow you?
At Rosteichenberg.
Still the worst. And yeah, thanks for listening.
Put a link below.
Oh, yeah, I'll put a link to your Twitter in the description below. Yeah. Anyway, thanks guys. We will talk to you next time. Bye.
Hey.